just did the stairs to the studio about 10 times looking for my phone. It's good for me. So, welcome to 1111 True Crime if you are new. And welcome back, beautiful. I am so happy you've joined me if you are returning. And then a special shout out to all my Starlights, my members, for being so supportive to our community. It enables me to do this for you guys. So thank you, thank you. And a special thank you to my mods. I just felt like being grateful and thankful today, and thank you for viewing and all the support you give. We're working on Jay Slater in the case. Now, I don't normally do 2 lives in a row. Once in a while, but not often. I did one yesterday, and it got interrupted by Luggy. So, the previous live, CRISTIANOS had made a couple, well, one comment, basically trying to work against that video, that beach video that he says isn't real, that has no sound, he says, but we proved it absolutely does have sound. But today, it was actually Duncan that drew me back onto the Jay Slater case to go live. So if you have not heard of Duncan Smith, he's a new channel and he's a linguist. He's doing a really good job on the Jay Slater case. And do you all remember, or at least you've heard about it, where Ahab had not only stayed at the Airbnb allegedly with Jay, but before that as well, he had left a review. Excuse me. Let me grab a drink real quick. Ahab had left a review thanking the owner, right? I don't remember who he thanked, but it was for letting him stay there. And then he thanked Alba, A-L-B-A, the cleaner. And nothing set right with us because we're like, the woman's name that we're on the cafe is Alva, or is it Ophelia? Okay, it started getting confusing, but there's no Alba. And I'm like, maybe it was a typo, but Duncan is a linguist, and he happened to think about the word Alba, the cleaner. So it'd be weird to leave a thank you to someone and call them a the, right? Like, thank you, John Doe, the mechanic. It makes it impersonal. But Duncan was saying, what about the cleaner? That's Alba Tech, right? And it can be used to remove a lot of really bad stains, such as blood is one of them that company makes, is blood removers. They also do other cleaners that are all Alba, right? So there's no way to know exactly if that's a cleaner for the blood. But it makes more sense that it's the product if you're going to say the cleaner. So go check out his channel. And I thought that was really insightful and very intelligent. Hats off to you, Duncan. Keep going. Keep going. But today, over here, I'm going to say hello to a few of my beautiful people that I love, I adore. I care for you greatly, and I get excited to talk to you, even if it is hard cases, even if it is heavy information. I get excited to talk to you. And we are an interactive live true crime chat here, so I do have Truth Train coming through, a live audience. So you're going to get to meet and greet a few of them. If that's not your thing, fast forward on replay, but it's only a few seconds. And then we're going to look at Ahab, because Ahab screwed up, and then Rocky listen to the Truth Train. Rocky screwed up, and Ahab is trying to tell Rocky he's screwing up, and then Rocky gets it, he screwed up, and he's like, oh shit. They screwed the narrative up for Masca. And we all kind of caught it, but I think we need to really look at it, because, wait. Hindsight is always perfectly clear. And looking back on it, now that we doubt that Rocky was ever there, we're not distracted by all the hoops and whistles and bells and smoke and mirrors. So when I play it back, it will be very blatant. You're going to hear Ahab go outside, giving him a clue, trying to cue Rocky up. And then he gets into it. He's like, outside, bro. Oh, just wait. It's very telling. And then when I did call Ahab out on it, I didn't go into enough detail about it to really hit it home why it's a big problem. If you'll see, we'll just get into it. Let's say hello to a few people. I get very passionate and I could talk for days on the Jay Slater case. Hey, Babon. Hello, lovely. Hey, Cammie. How are you? Lena. Hello, hello. Dottie says he would not have seen the cleaners. They go in when you check out. Right. Airbnbs are totally different. As Duncan shared, as you probably know, I've never seen a cleaner, and I've stayed at plenty. So that's an amazing insight, right? Louise Walters, hello, hello. Hi, Kelly. You love the train sound. It's authentic. For real. Hey, Allie, how are you? And Dottie, so does Luggy get this nickname as he's a fisherman, lug worms? Who cares? No disrespect to you. I just don't care how he got his nickname. I don't care about Luggy. I don't even want to talk about Luggy. He asked me and then deleted the question twice if I knew a specific person, and I'm not going to name them, and I would appreciate you not to type the name that Luggy asked if I knew this person. I have had no knowledge of that human being in my entire life, and then after the live, when others saw it, I got a whole bunch of emails that I still don't understand, and I'm not here to get involved, but I will tell you, I am going to answer Luggy's question. Nope. I have never heard of that person ever before in my life when you asked me that. Now, I don't plan on getting in your little drama, Luggy. So, just saying. Paula, hello, lovely. Hello, Jennifer Swain, our beautiful moderator. And I think we will see, it's possible we will see Jennyville too. She's got a lot going on with her family right now. Hey, Kate Kelly, hello. Thank you for the snooper chat. Thank you, lovely. So, without further ado, Angela says, gives me the creep. I'm outside, as my ex-pal used to say that. Okay, let's get into this. Now, oh boy, oh boy. Let me get it set up for you. Let's get it on the screen so you can see these two faces. Okay. We're going to take chat off for a minute. And what I really want us to do is pay attention to Rocky, who doesn't know the narrative and blows the narrative. Remember, Rocky is in the bed. He is the one sleeping in the bed. But now, remember how Rocky says he's in the car? Let's see how Ahab handles that. And I want you to pay close attention to Rocky. Because when he says, oh shit, he knew he blew it. Now remember, Rocky just did a live. And in that, people were like, hey, how's your buddy, your friend, your pal there, Ahab? And Rocky's like, that's not my mate. No. They had a little falling out. I wonder if Rocky didn't know what the hell he had gotten into. And then he was like, whoa, you used me for something that serious, dude? I don't know. But let's get into this, all right? Let me get back over. Okay, here we go. Pay close attention to Rocky. Watch his face.
On the sofa where he left it. How was someone already asleep? Well, no, he asked me for the charger, but his mate.
Right? We all caught that where he says his mate, I'm going to back it up. We all caught that part. That got Rocky flustered. Listen.
Well, my mate was sleeping. Rocky, I don't.
Okay, so now he's corrected. Well, my mate was sleeping. Rocky, he's right here. I'll let him talk, right? Right? All right, let's back it up again.
But his mate. Well, my mate was sleeping. Rocky, I don't even have to say.
Yeah, I was.
You're here now. Like,
well, I got lit that night. I got drunk. I was sleeping in the car. Who was lit?
Outside.
From my PLAYA.
Outside, bro.
What is?
Oh shit.
Outside. Outside, bro. Oh, shit. Right? Mm-hmm.
Hey. Well, my mate was sleeping. Rocky, I don't even have to say.
Yeah, I was.
You're here now. Like,
well, I got lit that night. I got drunk. I was sleeping in the car. Who was lit?
Outside.
From my PLAYA.
Outside, bro.
Outside, bro.
What is?
Oh shit.
Rocky just got it. That he blew the narrative. Ah, shit. He blew the narrative. Right? So in the whole thing, that's an oh shit moment for Rocky. You cannot get more messed up than that. That tells me Rocky doesn't know the narrative. And if he was there, he would know the narrative. You're not going to screw the truth up. You're not going to forget where you were and where you slept. You're not going to have to think about how you phrase things or where you were or what you did. You're just going to tell them. Because the truth's the truth. But it's not the truth. One more time for old time's sake, right? Listen to this. How badly he screws up. He even has his oh shit moment.
But his mate.
Watch Rocky's face.
Well, my mate was sleeping. Rocky, I don't even have to say.
Yeah, I was.
You're here now. Like,
well, I got lit that night. I got drunk. I was sleeping in the car. Who was lit?
Outside.
From my PLAYA.
Outside, bro.
What is?
Oh shit.
So, that's a big screw up. So, I mean, no matter how you cut it, we have a big missing block of time there when it comes to Masca. Now, I want to get back over and talk a little bit about, now you can clearly see the disconnect looking back. We had so many things going off and they were saying so many different things, but that right there tells me Rocky don't know the narrative. It's full of holes, says Kelly. It pissed me off, British police hiding all of this. Listen to the song text. I'm not sure what you mean. Electric Paramedic, welcome back. You say, if Ahab was in jail with Tom's dad and they planned this with him, he dies before this happened. Could it have been the VIP is Tom because they are doing it in honor of Tom's dad? It goes far back this. Thank you for your opinion. I want to bring something up. I have some amazing free thinkers in our group, in our family. One poster said, if that beach video is 9 years old, why are they calling Quack Quack? Because he'd still be in prison. And I'm like, damn straight. Yippee skippy, for real. I'm just saying. Now, I hung up on that. I was all like, Ab, I did a video after that, and I was like, Ab, why do you keep saying outside, outside, right? Trying to nail him on it to admit that he was queuing up Rocky to stay within the narrative to bring his ass indoor and make it sound like he was in the bed, right? But Rocky wasn't having it. He's like, no, I was drunk. I was in the car. So it wasn't, outside bro wasn't getting it. So I made a big stink about it. And then Ab decided to call me out and wanted to know, was I your mama? See, when I hit on the truth, or you hit on the truth, we trigger people that will respond. And as we said yesterday, why would Lucky be jumping in my chat on my live broadcast unless we're hitting some bases here, right? We're covering some bases. We're hitting a nerve. And I had that same feel with that whole where, oh shit, I just blew the narrative, the oh shit moment that Rocky has, and I'll always call it that because he literally is like, oh shit. He turns off camera. That body motion is, oh crap, I just blew it. I want to leave. Can we restart? It's an energy of, oh shit. And it's not just a response to some comment. If you listen to the way that Ab is talking to him, right?
What are you?
Outside, bro.
What is?
Oh shit.
Like your parent is trying to nail it through your head. Outside. Outside. Let's listen to the oh shit moment.
What is?
Oh shit.
Well, I guess he doesn't turn off camera, but he hides his mouth for a minute, right? In my mind, he wanted to get off camera. So in their silliness, the narrative got lost. And I don't believe that could happen if the narrative was actual truth. Because you'd be like, well, I was in the car, and then I moved to the bed. But the person doesn't know how to recover because they don't know how to get back into the narrative. When it's not the truth, you can't jump around. You need to go from A to B to C to D so you can tell the story, right? So often when it's a story, a narrative that doesn't hold water, the person will say the same thing over and over and over and over, and you're just like, you can hear it in your sleep. I walked her into the house. I said, boys, keep an eye on your sister. Right, Candace? With the Summer Wells case. It was always repetitive. But when it's not a repetitive lie, you can comprehend it and understand it enough to jump wherever. So you went to the store, and then what'd you do next? I tied my shoe. Let's go back to 10 o'clock that morning. Where were you at that point? The post office. It flows. You can jump, you can move, you can do all that. But when you have a train wreck where the narrative has been falsified, you don't know where to jump into that timeline because you've had an oh shit moment where you're a deer in headlights and you just screwed up the narrative, and now you either got to get it quiet and act like you didn't do it and move along, or now you're going to have to add another lie on to cover it or something. But there's absolutely no recovery moment for this train wreck. I know you're going to be like, why'd you play it 80 times? Because it's important. This is the only other person that allegedly saw Jay and Masca, unless you count Ophelia.
Outside.
From the street, from my. What are you?
Outside, bro.
What is?
Oh shit.
Right? Outside, bro. So, the boot of the car being clean, Sam R. Could that be the Alba? The rental car that never got searched? Could that be the cleaner Alba? That is a good point. Pair of Muppets. Did you see they removed part of the BNB step? No, I didn't, Riv. I have not seen that. Like writing in caps. The outside comment, does Ahab try and cover it up by giving a shout out to outside crew? Okay, so because I forgot, I got off track. Let me get that up. Ahab calls me out is what I named the video. Because he does. All right, let's get over here. Let me tell you. Did I leave the sound? Let me turn it up. I don't know if I did. Let me listen real quick. It is alive, you guys. Really outside? Yeah. Okay. The video has sound. Good, good, good. So, he then tried to cover up the whole outside thing by making it seem like some song, right? So he recorded this a video under his account, and it is his account. And so I'll share it with you. Are we on the right screen? Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Really outside, UK. Really outside.
One hand in the air if it really outside. Outside, I don't know about yours, but I know about mine. In due time, all of us gon' shine. She won't be my boo. Outside. I'm really outside. Out too late, call money is time. Really outside, UK. See? So when I'm on to something, it triggers those that have their own narrative, and we're calling them out. We're saying, wait a minute, you screwed up here. You dropped the narrative. And so I was thinking about this whole thing about why Jay went to the Airbnb in the first place. They said he wanted to party. Nobody did. Everybody went to bed except for Jay. But the main thing that Ahab says over and over is that Jay didn't have the key back to his apartment. And I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. He was with Brad. Brad was going back to the apartment to sleep. So, you ain't got a key? Knock on the door. It's that simple. Knock on the damn door. You're back in. So that was one thing. But then I got to thinking about how Jay left, allegedly, the Airbnb before he called anybody, because Wax keeps bringing that up, and he's right. So you don't have a way back into your apartment. You're on vacation with your group of friends. They have the key to the apartment. There's no other way in, apparently. Okay? Only your friends can get you in or something like that, because you can't just go get another key. I don't know. Help me out. But you don't have a key, so you go stay with somebody else. How does it make it any better in the morning? Don't you just call your friend that has the key that stayed there that night and be like, hey, I'm coming home. I'm coming back to the room. I need a way in. We need to hook up and I can get a key, because that conversation never happened. So how would Jay have thought, I'm going to leave this Airbnb, I'm not calling no one, like Wax Unfiltered says, and then going to get in the apartment? So missing evidence of a key that never got found. Never got found. Remember, we saw keys turned out to be down the rabbit holes, right? Warren specified the studio keys belong to Down the Rapids, or whatever his name is. Okay, fine. But this whole premise of Masca is based on a key that nobody claims to have found or have. That key is the key part of this investigation because it tells me the boy had no way back to his apartment to get into his money nor his passport while in another country. And yet he wasn't going to call him up first and make sure someone would meet him, not schedule it so that he could get into his apartment at all. No premeditation, just I'm going to leave here, I'm going to ride a bus, or I'm going to hitch a ride, or I'm going to call a taxi, and I'm going to go back to the apartment, and it'll probably be much later in the day, maybe 10 or even 11. So who's going to be there? Just luck? Just lady luck that Brad happened to stay in the apartment because you're not calling him? Never did Brad once talk about, hey, how are you going to get back in the apartment? I'll call you a taxi. There's a lot of missing evidence in this case that tells us it busts the narrative of him in Masca because of the things he would literally have to do if the narrative is holding water. If Jay has no key to get back into his room, he needs to set up a contact point with someone that can let him into that room where his passport and his money are sitting. That is where I am. And so with that piece of missing evidence, and I say this, and if you followed me for a hot minute or a couple of years, all the way back, some of you come from Rubber Ducky channel, right, Mary? But if you've followed me a long time or even a short time, it's the lack of evidence that often tells us the real narrative when the narrative has been altered. And I believe the key literally is the key. How would Jay, even if we played the whole thing out where let's pretend that Jay got a bus or a taxi and made it back around 9 o'clock, right, to his motel. How do you know anybody would be there? What was he going to do? How was he going to get in his room? He had no money. He has no identification because your identification is your passport. You feel me? That's where I have the problem. Baban says, belongs Airbnb Roman X Mayor, so they say, right? Mariah McDonald said, then Ab changed his story, that his may ask him for the key. And it's still, no matter what, how was Jay going to get back in that apartment? You would call your friends. You'd be like, hey, Brad, I need to be able to get back in the apartment. I'm leaving the Airbnb. I should be there in an hour. That would be your first thought. And if you couldn't get a hold of Brad, then you would want to get a hold of one of the friends that might be with Brad if he's not at that place. Paula says he was told to go to the Airbnb and the owners know him well, in my opinion. DTR was in on it too. I don't know who that is. DTR. Hey, Donna from Belfast. Hello, lovely. You feel me, Sue? Right. Ocean Deep 24 says, who holds the info on him arranging getting back to his room? This is my point. Alba the Kim, you want to look it up? We can, Karen, we can. Okay. Let me get up. Hold on a minute. Let me get up a window. We'll just go over and do it together. All right, my beautifuls, we're going to look up this Alba the Cleaner. And I'm going to look it up just like that, see what happens. Alba the Cleaner. Because remember, I have thanked Alba the Cleaner. Let's see what happened. Products. There it is. Alba Kim. Household products, right? Now, Alba Kim is for, I'll tell you, I don't know why I didn't think of this, but we used to, when I was married to my first husband, we cleaned apartments and readied them, and I was the district supervisor for a great number of counties, right? all for a big corporation. And so I go from place, county to county, and their apartment building, I would have to completely fix that apartment to be rent ready. And one day, the company told my husband, who was my partner, right? We did it together. He was the other supervisor, that he was to go alone and leave the children and the wife behind. And he told me that, but it seemed weird. And I was like, what? We'd been married a while. And it was about 10 hours later, after he was gone, it got to bothering me, because curiosity kills the cat. So I was like, you know what? I won't stay there, but I'll drive there and I'll bring food and the kids, and we'll just bring him some supper. So a surprise visit with a little homemade meal. We'll see what's really going on. OMG, red rum had taken place in the apartment, and it had been released for the renovation, right? So someone had been red rummed with a knife, and it was horrific. And it was the whole thing was still like, you could tell where every handprint was. And we didn't want to eat supper anymore. My kids, I never did take them in there. I had them play at the playground because I didn't know what I was going to see when I went in the apartment. I was more like a jealous wife, like, you had to come by yourself, huh? So when I came in, I went into almost shock because there was no question what had happened. That is a type of chemical that he had to use and then kills it and then paint over it. So kills it with this thick, rubbery white paint. That wouldn't even completely do some of the areas. He had to rip carpet out. It was horrific. So to make a long story short, these industrial strength cleaners such as Alba Chem are used for bodily fluids after crimes take place often. Just saying. Yuck, yuck. Makes you really wonder, doesn't it? So, this one removes ink, and this is a blood remover. This is a multi-purpose, any type of cleaner. This is a cosmetic stain remover. What does it say? Embroidery stain remover, candle wax remover, Big Shot, and a coffee remover. I'm wondering if it was blood remover. And could it have been for that rental car that never got checked, y'all? See, I don't think Jay went to Masca, but the car did that Jay was in, I think. Alba Chem review. Right, because he thinks Alba the cleaner. And as Duncan Smith brilliantly, hats off, pointed out, if it's a person, how personal is the cleaner? And you would never see the cleaner, right? Right, Laura. Well done, Duncan. Hats off, hats off. Allie Harris says that Noifia Antia, the violent guy from Malta, was with Ahab, not Rocky, in my opinion. He has a huge criminal record for violence and knives. All sus, in my opinion, says Devil Doll. Did Warren focus in on a mop bucket and a cleaner? I will have to relook. That is an excellent question, Sam R. You've been coming up with some good questions, Sam. Allie Jane says, sorry, I'm sure trying. You're good. Just do your thing. Electric Paramedic says, but if he haunts people with writing this on his review and feel like he is that safe, I think he meant taunts, that he can do and say the things. It is not the first time he's done something like this, and he is cleared. We'll see. I hope not. I hope he's not clear, because I feel that he needs to be investigated before he's cleared. I'm just saying, it's just my opinion. I feel that there is a lot more to the story. Now, I want to point out something very important, okay? Chat is flying, and I'm going to try to slow it up on my side so I'll be way behind, but that's okay. Listen, we know, an inner knowing. There is no way that Jay Slater's truth has ever been shared. Mark Williams said the truth will come out when the time is right. And Rachel, Brad's mom, says the truth will come out when it needs to. So, we don't know the truth, and nobody's sharing it. Very sus, right? Jennifer Swain, my lovely, thank you, beautiful, for that precious gift. I appreciate you and the support of the channel, myself, my boys, and Jay Slater, and all the true crime cases that you donate for. Thank you, lovely. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Taunts. Okay, gotcha. Allie Harris says, if you look at the Airbnb video that week, following the white foam of blood remover was used in the second car Roman there, and Lee Tiberer from the pizza in El Tingo. I'm not sure, hon. I'm not sure. Hey, Melody Love, how are you? Ellie Jean says, I know what the cleaner is, but was it seen or did someone say something about it? So, let me see if I even have it. I don't know if I have that clip, but I clip a lot, so we'll see. It would be in slides. Let me see if I even kept it. I may have. It's a review about the Airbnb. The Ahab allegedly left with his name. I do not have the review, but he thanked the owner of the Airbnb and then Alba, A-L-B-A, the cleaner. I'm looking, y'all. Hold on. Let me just see what happens if I Google that. Jay Slater, Ahab, thanks, or review, Airbnb review. Let's just see if we can find it real quick. It's 19 seconds. Post sees him outside Airbnb. No. This one is a month old. Who is this?
Evening TikTok. I hope you're well and I hope your day has been
Okay, hold on. This is M31. I'm just scrolling to see. Okay, we got it. All right, let me switch over. Let me see if I can make this any bigger. That's it. I can only make it that big. It says, this is the review of the hotel, right? Of the Airbnb, sorry, by Ahab. And it was 4 months ago. And it says, thank you, Roman, and your cleaner, Alba. Oh, it doesn't say Alba. It doesn't say Alba, I guess. I guess it'd be a reach. I went off what Duncan said. I'm glad that you asked us to look at it. Well, good try, Duncan. Good try. You never know. You never know. But thank you guys, because that's very important. It says, thank you, Roman, and your cleaner, Alva, with a V, A-L-V-A. You have been good to me while I stayed at your Airbnb. Mucho gracias again, Ahab. C-I-A-O. So it was for Alva, A-L-V-A. Woo! We need to make sure we start. That's why it's not that I don't, have a great deal of respect for people, but this is why I've got to start following up with making sure that that person really is seeing it right too. And I can't let my guard down and not do my own homework. So today was a lesson for me. Today was definitely, because if you see it, let me see if I can make it any bigger. I want you to be able to see it says Alva. Okay. Right here. Alva. And it doesn't say the cleaner. So we need to make sure and do our work. Obviously, I did not research this before I came out with it. I actually was getting ready to go live when I had heard Duncan say all that. And so you win some, you lose some. But obviously it says your cleaner, Alva. And from my understanding, that makes good sense because I've heard, rumor if you will, from a good source, that Alva and Ophelia are twin sisters. And it says your cleaner, not the cleaner. So scratch everything I said. I was totally wrong. Not everything. I mean, Ahab absolutely screws up, and you can see that Rocky blew that whole narrative. And now Rocky has said that Ahab ain't his mate. And it's almost as if Ahab wanted Rocky to fill the role, right? Step in place and play the dumb guy that, yeah, I was drunk the whole time. I just went to bed. And that's all you got to say. Shh, nothing else. No, Rocky got on there. He's like, yeah, I was so drunk. I just slept in the car. Ahab's like, outside? And yeah, I don't know who was lit. Outside, bro. Outside. Oh, shit. Right? Yeah, that moment. The oh, shit. The narrative just got blown. And then we have Rocky going off on his way. And now, allegedly, and that's all we are saying, Roman, the one that owns the Airbnb, the ex-mayor, and the reason he's an ex-mayor is because he wasn't doing shit right, is in none other than Morocco, which is where I thought the Maruba boat went. And I'm like, what? I can't even make this shite up. If Roman went to Morocco, it just strengthens the connection that maybe rugs are being brought in from that little place where they can go off, turn off the transponder, and oh, I watch The Deadliest Catch out in the Bering Sea. So, they got a ship that got lost out to sea, and they explained the transponder in detail. Oh, yeah. It's this thing that sits in the middle of the ship, and it broadcasts a beacon so that if you get in danger, the Coast Guard can come save your arse. So, the way it works is, even if the ship goes to the bottom, the transponder is going off and telling them. So if you shut that off, then you run a high risk of something happening and them not knowing where to look for you in that huge ocean. So when a boat shuts off its transponder near that little dock, I say dock, but that little inland, and you can follow a trail all the way up to the Airbnb from there, the whole way, and it's not that long of a walk. Well, how else are they getting all this rugs on the island? Is it coming in on the airplanes and their suitcases? I doubt it. So, when he's running to Morocco and back and running to Morocco and back, and we know he's not no good, and you got ex-convicts thanking you for being, so good to them and thanking you for their cleaner. I think of money. I think of laundering money and the cleaner, whatever. I'm scaring you, Mama D. Don't think Duncan wrong. Always suppose mother and daughter Rocky there been Alba. Mama, don't discount the Alba. Okay. Mama, don't discount the Alba for Alba. Spanish language versus a thick shit from UK who can't speak proper English. Right. He could have been meaning Alba. I'm just saying that the review itself does not say the cleaner, and it doesn't say Alba in that. I'm not saying that it doesn't mean that. I'm saying the review with my own eyes does not say the cleaner, and it does not say Alba with a B. It says it with a V. So I'm just making sure I don't mislead anybody, because that's probably says V for B. Who knows? Maybe. Riv says Jaybird part of bottom step has now been removed. Send me a picture in my email, you guys. Michelle Martin says, so are they friends no longer? That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Definite cryptic wording. I know, right? Your cleaner, Alva. Roman is in Morocco at present. Police want to see him as he was in the second car at the Airbnb, says Allie Harris in her opinion. Vicki Johnson says, hi, Mama D. I hope you're doing great. Thank you, lovely. Duncan is a thorough linguist. He wouldn't miss that. I don't know. I'm just showing you. Just showing you. Right here is the actual review. I've read it before. This is the review. It's by Ahab. It was in June of 2024. Thank you, Roman, and your cleaner, Alba. You have been good to me. While I stayed at your Airbnb, mucho gracias again, Ahab, see ya. So, I'm just showing you what I'm seeing. Mama D, outside means out partying, like out having fun. It's a term used for fun. Oh, I get that. I totally get that. I go out all the time, right? Well, I don't party like that. I go out for like breakfast. But I get being on the outside. I get that. That is not what Ahab's saying, because you can see. You can absolutely see Rocky responding. Ahab's saying you're putting yourself outside. You're putting yourself outside. The prefix of the entire video is that we're talking about, starts off with Rocky being in the bed. And then Rocky changes it. The Ahab said Rocky's in the bed. His mate, my mate, in the bed. Well, I don't have to say that. It's Rocky. He's right here. Right? So a complete setup. You just told the person that doesn't know the narrative that they are in the bed. And I don't have to say it for them. They're going to say it for themselves, that they're in the bed. That's where I was going to get the phone charger. It's from his mate, my mate, that's in the bed. Rocky is like, yeah, I was so drunk I was in the car. In the car. Outside. Yeah. And Abe's saying, outside. Bro. Outside? He's like, shit. Right? So think about the context. Let's go back to it.
On the sofa where he left it.
Okay, listen.
How was someone already asleep? Well, no, he asked me for the charger, but his mate, well, my mate was sleeping. Rocky, like, I don't even have to say.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
You're here now, like.
Well,
You know what I
I
mean?
got lit that night. I got drunk. I was sleeping in the car. Who was lit?
Outside.
From my yeah.
Outside, bro.
You see what I'm saying? He would. Ellie Harris says, Am also says Rocky slept all the time in the car, asleep, and then up in the bedroom at Airbnb. Alba pronounced Alba in Spanish. This is probably what Duncan means. It very well could be. It very well could be. I'm not going to argue it. I'm not here to argue, and I'm not going to keep repeating it. You could be right. You could be right. I'm just showing that that isn't what the actual print of the words says, and that is what maybe I misunderstood. I need to do my own research, right? I always should do my own research anyway. Rocky knows what he's doing. He doesn't want to be placed as being in the Airbnb that night. Something went down in Jaybird's opinion. Yes, Keplam says he was stressing that outside. Yeah. It does sound so suspect. Thank you, Jennifer. She says, please use respectful language in chat. Thank you. Okay, Sue, that's the thing. That pisses me off. Please don't do that. I'm not asking you to be with Duncan or with me. I'm with Duncan too. You're misconstruing the whole thing. And that's where, when people divide, it angers me. I'm not discrediting Duncan. I am simply clearing up the fact what the actual statement is on there. It could be that in Spanish it says the other one. I don't know. I'm not here to... I'm here to share the truth. And when I look at this right here, it says, thank you, Roman, and your cleaner, Alba. Alba. You have been good to me. So I don't know. Maybe Alva. Let me look. Maybe Alva translated in Spanish. Alva translated into Spanish. Let's see. Maybe it comes up. Alva. I'm looking. Alva Nodo, which has been presented. See, it stays Alva. Alva. I don't know. Let Duncan address it. But I'm not here to pick sides. Only Jay. There's only one side, and that's Jay. So I want to stay on that. I'm not here to upset anybody. I'm not. I'm not. I'm here for everybody to work together. You're doing soundo? I did not mean to upset you. Oh, no problem, Sue. I'm just saying. I'm not asking you to be with Duncan or me or believe this way or that way. You can believe however you want. You're still on Jay's side. There are no sides but Jay. And I know that if there is some translation that turns it into Alba and I've misunderstood, I'd definitely be open to it too, because I think the world of Duncan Smith. I truly do. No, Alba isn't the cleaning company. It's Alba. Okay, let's go back over it. Let me get this up. Hold on. New window. All right, we're going to go Alva. The cleaner. We'll just do that. Okay. Alva, the cleaner, comes up with professional cleaning facial cleaner. Alva is a facial cleaner. Amino acid surface activated for smooth, silky, and moist. Probiotics infused with, I've even used this stuff. It's a facial cleaner. Then we have Alva's World, which is about a cartoon. We have this Alva Maids. Alva Maids, that's different. Alva Clean. What makes Alva Clean special? Cleanliness like never before. Meticulous attention to detail. That's some actual place. Alva Maids, that's the only one. Alva's House Cleaning. So it's a place where we can get, my name is Alva, I've been in the cleaning. Okay, let's check this one out. Alva's house cleaning. So this is somebody that cleans houses. It looks like they're in San Jose. Yeah. But if I look up the cleaner that they've been talking about, Alba the cleaner, that's when I get this product. And see, I can't connect Alva and Alba with the information I have. So I would have to understand why we would have switched it to Alba. Yep, I did try Alba the cleaner, and I get this, Alba. Can you try Alba cleaning? Yes. Claire Reynolds. I can't send a pic, but check for Alba cleaning fluid. All right. But that wasn't the point Duncan was making. He already shared the website of the Alba. Kim, right? Gave us the website. So obviously that wasn't it. Alba, what am I looking up? Cleaning fluid. Okay, so now we're on something totally different. Yeah, Alba cleaning fluid. Yeah, it removes blood. It removes other things like ink. There's a lot of different removals. But where did we get the word Alba, A-L-B-A? Because it's not anything to do with A-L-V-A unless he's using code words. Ahab using code words. I don't know. Yeah, unless he's being cryptic. And then we're just assuming, so I can't. This is going, of course, in my opinion, it doesn't fit the context. With the V, Mama D. Okay. It changes it automatically. So I typed in Alva, but there isn't any. So it kicks up by a general response of the algorithm, the thing that it thinks I meant. You can see I've got A-L, A-B, right? But it's kicking up Alba. And the only reason that is because I have previously searched Alba a few times. And so my computer is assuming I'm trying to type Alba, because I've got everything else. The cleaning fluid words are there, everything. So it's auto-correcting. It is a cleaning service for people. For people, right. rubberducky2005@yahoo.com. Anytime you need to email me, it's in all my descriptions of the videos. Either way, he did think the cleaning lady. Right. That's weird. Kelly says there is a powder detergent called Alva. I will email it. It doesn't matter. The point is mute. The point is mute. The whole point was that if it is Alba, which is an industrial strength cleaner that could be for blood, it would make sense then. But that was based on the concept that this is what he was thinking Roman. Ahab was saying, hey, Roman, thank you, and the cleaner, Alba. And then we could go over here and look at Alba, the cleaning supply. But I'm not going to force a busted can of biscuits into a tiny stocking and call it a Christmas gift, you know? It's not working for me. You can choose to believe however you want. As I always say, I'm not here to convince you. I'm simply here to share my own research and the things I find interesting. Either way, the lady is dodgy, says Devil Doll. Jill Frank says, Mama D, you're right, and so is Duncan. You're both working hard for Jay. Exactly! I still think Duncan is incredible and amazing. I can't make that leap from Alba to Alba without there's some sort of a connection between the two words. And that's just my humble opinion. Virtual 360 said in standard Spanish, the B and V are identical in pronunciation. The B and the V are pronounced somewhat like a soft version of the English B after a pause and then the M sound. Okay, thank you. All right, you guys. I'm going to jump off here. I've been on here far too long. This got a little drug out. I don't like to take it real long because your time is very valuable, and I feel like we didn't get a lot accomplished in the end. Other than now, personally, I don't see where the alba with a B is connected to that little post left by Ahab in the past. I'm not getting the connection. You can choose to believe how you like. I just personally don't see it. But I do think there was a huge moment, an oh shit moment for Rocky. And now they're no longer buddies. Did Rocky blow the narrative? It sounds like it. And then, where's the key? That missing key tells me Jay would have had to somehow secure a way back into his apartment without a key. Why didn't we hear about that? Why didn't Brad be like, oh yeah, he didn't have a way back in the apartment, so he was calling me before he left the Airbnb to make sure I'd be home so he could get his passport and money, change clothes, everything he needs, right? Never happened. Never. You never hear it. You don't hear of any of the friends going, yeah, he couldn't get a hold of Brad to secure the key or a way back into the apartment. And you don't hear that from any other. It's as if Jay is in the same circumstance at the Papagayo when he's leaving with Ahab, allegedly. He's got no way into his apartment to get to his money or his passport. So rather than solve the problem, like going back with Brad, no, he's just going to leave his money and his passport, go up to Masca, right? And in an hour have the same exact problem of no way back in the apartment unless Brad's going to let you in. And that's not even brought up by Brad. So when a lie gets told, you forget that the reality is Jay's got no effing key. How's he going to get back in there? Even if he gets 11 hours, the man walks all 11 hours. He still ain't getting in his apartment. You feel me? I love you so very, very much. Thank you for hanging out with me and staying through the long thing. I'm glad we discovered what I did so that I understand it from my own perspective. I encourage you to do your own research, form your own opinion. And I respect you. Even if it's completely different theory, I still respect you. That's a wrap. I'll see you again very, very soon. Peace out, my beautiful.